Hi, I'm Tina Thompson. This is my process speech and I will be demonstrating how our family enjoys dyeing Easter eggs. There are a few preparations you will have to make prior to dyeing your eggs. Starting out, you will need to go to your local supermarket and purchase your eggs and a dye kit. If you cannot find a dye kit if it's an off-season, no problem. You can make your own by simply using food coloring and a small amount of vinegar. Next, you will need to cover your work surface with newspapers and make sure you're wearing old clothing because the dye will stain anything that it comes in contact with. After you have your work area prepared, you'll need to boil your eggs, which I have already done, since the egg boiling takes approximately 15 minutes. You'll need to take your eggs, place them in a pot or a saucepan, cover them with cold water just over the top of them, put them on the stove on high and let them boil for 15 minutes. After you remove your eggs from the stove, you will need to rinse them off with cool water and let them sit to cool until they are cool enough to touch. Next, I will be showing you how you can make your own dye, or you can use the dye that you purchase from the local supermarket. This is actually just regular food coloring. So as you can see, I already have vinegar here. So I'm just going to place the whole entire container of dye into the vinegar. You might want to watch out whenever you put this in because it could splatter everywhere. Okay, now that that's done, I'll show you the other type. Again, just regular vinegar. This is the dye tablet that normally comes in the dye kits that you can purchase. You just stick the tablet in. I like to take a spoon and kind of move it around a little bit, and then you're going to need to wait to dye your eggs until it completely dissolves. So I'm just going to set this aside here. Next is the fun part. We can start dyeing eggs. I just have a plain boiled egg, and I think we'll just stick it in this one right here. I like using a spoon. That way I can, if the bowl is a little bit smaller, then you can just kind of move it around and cover it a little bit better. Now, once your egg is dyed, you can either just lay it directly on the newspaper, like that, or you could either use your empty egg carton. Either way is fine as long as your newspaper is, a little bit thicker. Next, we're going to start, I already have some eggs dyed, so we're going to start decorating. I'm going to show you a couple of techniques that our family use that are really great. They're stickers. These are really great for kids. They're actually cutouts that are foamies, and you can just peel off the back and then stick them onto the egg. And I'll show you right now how that works. This one is actually a pig. So we're just going to take the egg and start placing some of the foam cutouts on here. This one actually, it comes with a little tail. Just stick it right there on the back. Sometimes you might want to help your kids if they're a little bit smaller, since some of these, they don't want to peel off of the back right there. And next we have the little piggies now. And last, his little smile. And there you have a little pig egg. Next, there's another technique that our smaller kids like to use, and it's inexpensive, it's less messy, and but yet the smaller kids can still participate, which is just using regular crayons, and you can let them draw on the egg however they want, and then let them dip it in whichever color that they like. And just kind of roll it around until it's completely covered. And pull it out. And as you can see, I put hearts on it. So we're going to put this one over here to dry. I already have one like that that's completely done. Then next, we're going to go over here to this color. And the same thing, you just roll it around until your egg's completely covered. If you don't like using a spoon, you could also use your wire egg holder that comes normally with your kit. I normally like using the spoon though. It's a little less complicated. Then our next technique is using just a little cardboard egg holder. Just slip the slots through there, and it'll hold your egg, and they actually come in smaller and larger sizes as well. Finally, after your eggs are completely dyed, comes the best part. You can actually hide them, and then the kids can find them so they can eat them. Yum. Thank you for listening to my process speech for dyeing Easter eggs.